Tag müssen wir, wie geht's dem Mordita, ich bin Dieter. Uh, I came across a few funny things, so I thought I'd comment on it. But these wokies, these just stop oil protesters and stuff like that, you know, disrupting things in Europe and wherever. And it's interesting because you can see there is kind of a conspiracy, I would say, going on in the internet, because finding real information on this stuff is hard to find. Because, see, they want to make, it's like who posts this stuff wants to make people that live in colder climates villains by putting like waste, the amount of stuff they consume on a per capita basis. Okay, but if you look at the world as a finite space, which it is, okay. It has so much land and so much water, right? Per capita means nothing if you're talking about, because we all use the same land to grow things. We all breathe the same air, and we all use the same water, the same oceans, the fish. So per capita has nothing to do with it. It doesn't matter that. Of course, in a country like Canada, where I live, or a Scandinavian country, or the United States, or Northern Europe, of course, each person is going to use more energy, but there's less people here, and that's the way it should be. So why are we letting all these people in? So I'll give you the facts, okay? The facts are this: is that 86% of all the pollution and plastics in the oceans comes from Asia. All right? So that's a fact. So if you're not getting the Asians to step up, you know, 86% is almost all of it. So if all these woke, predominantly, you know, formerly, you know, white ruled countries actually stopped, it wouldn't make much of a difference, right? If I give you something that's 100% milk and 86% milk, right? Most of you probably won't even be able to tell the difference. So there's the real problem. So why aren't they going over there? Per capita has nothing to do with it. The fact of the matter is that Africa, Asia, and South America, and all the places around the equator are overpopulated. That's the real problem. So there were 3 trillion wild fish taken from the seas last year. Okay, and over 2 trillion were taken by Asian countries. So who's the problem? Huh? Where is the problem? Per capita has nothing to do with it. Like, you know? So almost 90% of the garbage in the oceans is from Asian countries. They take 80% of the fish from the seas, and they generate, okay, East Asia and the Pacific generated 468 million metric tons of solid waste in 2016. South Asia generated 334 million metric tons of solid waste. Sub-Saharan Africa generated 174 million tons of solid waste in 2016. You know, Europe and Central Asia, which is a huge area with a lot of people, in comparison generated 392. North America 289, Latin America 231, and the Middle East and North Africa 129. So Asia and Africa alone generated over 1 billion metric tons of solid waste, most of it untreated, and most of it went into our oceans, not their oceans, our oceans. So maybe people should start doing some real research and start pointing their fingers where it should be pointed, right? Just a thought, meine Lieben, just a thought. Haben Sie einen gutes Tag, happy plucking, Wiedersehen.